stories, while others remain unnoticed, fading into the background. Reality operates in the same way. What you choose to observe and engage with gains significance, while that which you disregard ceases to hold power over your experience. The real challenge lies in recognizing this truth consciously. Many people move through life unaware that they are the directors of their own story, unwittingly giving power to circumstances they claim they do not want. But here's the key. If you do not lend your energy to a thought, an event, or a perception, it cannot take root in your reality. Your attention is the fuel that gives life to an experience. The moment you withdraw your energy, that which you once empowered begins to dissolve. Just as the moon relies on the sun to shine, events in your life only have the meaning and intensity you assign to them. Once you grasp that your attention is the primary force shaping your reality, you reclaim the ability to craft your experiences deliberately. Your focus is your tool for creation, and how you wield it determines the direction of your reality. A surprising yet powerful truth emerges. Your focus determines the frequency of your life's experiences. Imagine standing at a radio dial, tuning in to different frequencies. Each station represents a different version of reality, playing its own unique song. If you linger on a station playing negative and disempowering messages, that becomes your experience. But the moment you shift the dial to a more uplifting frequency, the soundtrack of your life transforms. The same principle applies to thoughts. They are merely options on a vast frequency spectrum. Just because a thought arises does not mean you must entertain it. Many assume that their thoughts are an uncontrollable force, but in reality, they are visitors at the doorstep of your awareness. Some may knock loudly, demanding attention, while others pass by unnoticed. You hold the power to decide which ones you invite in and which you dismiss. Your energy flows where your attention goes. This is why people who consistently focus on problems often find themselves overwhelmed by even more problems. Conversely, those who choose to focus on solutions and opportunities seem to magnetize them effortlessly. Your mind is not just a receiver but a transmitter, shaping the energetic field around you. When you make the conscious decision to amplify thoughts that align with the reality you desire, you step into the role of an active creator rather than a passive observer. The universe responds not just to what you think, but to what you energize with your focus. And the first step in communicating with the universe is understanding the immense power of your attention. From the moment you wake up, you are met with an infinite array of stimuli, all competing for your focus. It's like walking into a vast marketplace filled with merchants, each calling out for you to examine their goods. But not every offer aligns with your needs or desires. The universe functions similarly, constantly presenting you with different experiences and energies. The question is, what do you choose to engage with? If you react emotionally to every situation that arises, you are unconsciously affirming to the universe, "This matters to me." The universe does not differentiate between positive and negative attention. It simply amplifies what you focus on. Imagine a gardener tending to a field. If they water weeds with the same care as flowers, they will find their garden overrun with unwanted growth. The same applies to your thoughts. If you nurture worries, fears, and frustrations, they flourish. But if you deliberately focus on thoughts of abundance, gratitude, and growth, these qualities take root and thrive. This awareness gives you the power to sculpt your reality with precision. Every thought you engage with is a vote for the kind of life you wish to create. Mastering this art is the foundation of effectively communicating with the universe and aligning with the life you desire. The next essential aspect is learning to think and speak in the present moment. The universe operates only in the now. Imagine you are placing an order at a restaurant. If you keep saying, "I will order soon," the waiter never brings your meal. In the same way, when you say, "I will be successful," the universe interprets it as an indefinite request, forever postponing the manifestation. Instead, you must place your order with certainty, stating, "I am successful." This does not mean you deny your current reality, but rather shift your internal alignment to one that matches your desired outcome. Every possibility already exists, just as every song already exists on a streaming platform. You simply need to choose the one you want to play. The way you feel and think about yourself signals to the universe which version of reality you are tuned into. Consider an actor preparing for a role. They do not just memorize lines, they fully embody the character, adopting the mannerisms, emotions, and mindset of the role. In the same way, you must embody the energy of your desired reality in the present moment. This means thinking, speaking, and feeling as if what you desire is already a part of your life. The more you immerse yourself in this frequency, the more seamlessly the universe orchestrates events, circumstances, and synchronicities to align with your internal state. Speaking to the universe is not about asking, it is about becoming. 3. Expanding your consciousness. To truly connect with the universe, you must elevate your consciousness beyond ordinary perception. Imagine trying to master a grand orchestra without hearing all the instruments. If you only listen to the violins and ignore the percussion, your understanding remains incomplete. Life functions similarly. Every experience, emotion, and lesson is an instrument in the symphony of existence. Expanding your consciousness means tuning into the entire composition, perceiving beyond the obvious, and recognizing the subtle undercurrents that shape reality. Consider a chess player who can only see the current move versus a grandmaster who anticipates 10 moves ahead. The difference lies in awareness. A novice sees individual pieces, while a master perceives patterns, strategies, and long-term outcomes. When you expand your consciousness, you stop reacting to life as a series of isolated events and start seeing the intricate design behind it. Every setback becomes a lesson, every coincidence a message, and every decision a thread in the larger tapestry of your destiny. This expansion isn't about learning something new, it's about unlearning limitations. Your awareness grows when you detach from rigid perspectives and embrace the possibility that reality extends beyond what meets the eye. By deepening your understanding, you gain greater influence over your experiences. No longer a passive observer, you become an intentional creator of your life, shaping it with awareness and wisdom rather than circumstance. 4. Listening to your guidance system. The universe does not communicate through words, but through energy, vibrations, and emotions. Imagine walking into a room full of people. Before a single word is spoken, you can feel the atmosphere. Perhaps lighthearted and welcoming, or tense and uneasy. That subtle awareness is your internal guidance system at work, constantly reading the energy around you. Every decision you make, every path you consider, comes with an energetic signature. When something aligns with your highest self, you feel a sense of ease, excitement, or flow. Conversely, when something is out of sync with your true path, discomfort, hesitation, or resistance arises. Your mind, however, often complicates things by rationalizing away these signals. Think about a time when you ignored your gut instinct, only to realize later that it was right all along. That moment of hindsight is proof that your internal guidance system was speaking, but your mind chose to override it. To navigate life effectively, you must learn to trust these signals. If a situation or opportunity genuinely excites you at a deep level, it is a green light. If it drains you or brings unease, it is a clear warning. Your ego may tempt you with illusions of success or approval, but true guidance never leads to inner struggle. The more you honor this system, the less you need to overanalyze every decision. Life becomes a flowing dance of intuition and trust, rather than a battlefield of doubt and hesitation. 5. Harnessing the power of repetition. Repetition is the silent architect of reality. Every thought, belief, and action repeated over time carves deep grooves into your subconscious, shaping the world you experience. Picture a river carving a canyon over centuries. Your thoughts follow a similar process. The more frequently a belief is reinforced, the more deeply it becomes embedded in your subconscious, influencing everything from your emotions to your external circumstances. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. It absorbs everything as truth. This is why visualization is so powerful. Olympic athletes mentally rehearse their performances, triggering the same neural responses as actual practice. When you repeatedly imagine success, happiness, or abundance, your subconscious begins to accept these as your reality, aligning your energy with those experiences. However, repetition works both ways. If you consistently dwell on failure, doubt, or negativity, your subconscious ingrains these patterns as well. Many people unknowingly reinforce limitations through repetitive self-talk, like, "I'm not good enough," or "I never succeed." The universe, responding to this deep-seated programming, mirrors back experiences that confirm these beliefs. The key to transformation lies in conscious repetition. Affirm the reality you desire. Act as if your dreams are already unfolding. Train your subconscious through consistent, intentional practice. Over time, these repeated thoughts and actions solidify into reality, proving that the universe responds not to fleeting wishes, but to the persistent rhythm of your deepest convictions. 6. Reprogramming your subconscious. To shape your reality, you must first master the mind. The subconscious is not a rational thinker. It does not analyze, question, or resist. It is merely a collector, absorbing whatever is repeatedly fed to it. Think of it as fertile soil, ready to grow whatever seeds you plant. If you sow fear, doubt, and negativity, your subconscious will cultivate them into deeply rooted beliefs. But if you intentionally plant confidence, self-worth, and abundance, your mind will nurture these into your lived reality. The challenge is that most people unknowingly program their subconscious with limiting beliefs picked up from childhood, societal norms, or past failures. If someone constantly heard, "You're not good enough," they likely internalized it as truth. The good news? Just as the subconscious absorbed these old patterns, it can be reprogrammed with new, empowering ones. The key lies in repetition, emotion, and intention. Imagine wanting to shift from self-doubt to unshakable confidence. Repeating, "I am confident," in a dull, robotic manner will not work. But if you say it with conviction, visualize yourself embodying confidence, and act in alignment with it daily, your subconscious will accept it as reality. This process rewires your mental framework, influencing how you think, speak, and behave. Over time, the external world will begin to mirror this internal shift, proving that your subconscious is the gateway to transforming your entire existence. 7. Becoming the creator of your reality. At the core of it all, you are not separate from the universe. You are a manifestation of it. Every thought, emotion, and belief you hold is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Many believe they are at the mercy of external circumstances, but in truth, reality is shaped from the inside out. If your inner world is chaotic, filled with doubt and negativity, your outer world will reflect the same disorder. If your mind is clear, focused, and aligned with positivity, your life will naturally mirror that state. Consider a sculptor standing before a block of marble. The final masterpiece does not exist yet, but the potential is there. With each intentional chisel, the sculpture begins to take form. You are that sculptor, and your reality is the marble. Through your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, you carve out the life you wish to live. The universe is not something separate. It is your higher self, responding to your internal state. This is why self-awareness is crucial. Take time to observe your thoughts, question your beliefs, and release what no longer serves you. Clear the clutter from your mind and replace it with clarity, purpose, and vision. When you align yourself internally, external circumstances follow suit. You hold the power to shape your destiny. Life is not happening to you, it is responding to you. The universe listens. Make sure you are speaking in a language that aligns with the life you truly desire.